initiatives that you were alluding to earlier that the Jubilee administration has been trying to make into the coast region. In your opinion, what percentage of the coast vote do you think the Jubilee administration would need to wrestle from the opposition in order to make this race not quite certain for the opposition?
I think in Mombasa we will get 65% of the vote.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm absolutely certain of that.
What gives you that certainty?
Because the mood has changed, the ground has changed.
But Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho appears to be perhaps not just one of the most, if you like, celebrated governors within the opposition. We haven't heard significant opposition to the way he's running the county, except from yourself.
The governor of Mombasa is the best PR artist that we have in Kenya today. And when it comes to media and it comes to propaganda, he's probably the best actor we have in Kenya. Every small opportunity becomes a media event for him. But the people of Mombasa are sensitive with that. It's politics.
That's how it's played.
That's how it's played, but the reality on the ground is that people are beginning to see the lack of performance. And that's what we're saying. We didn't hire you to be an actor, we hired you to perform.
All right, let me bring in Cynthia to our conversation. Cynthia, some interesting things we've heard this morning coming from two areas. One from Raila Odinga, who's the ODM leader and a key principal in the NASA coalition, talking about how the media shouldn't balkanize regions and say, you know, he was talking about Meru, where he is right now, saying that Meru is a Jubilee stronghold, or Eldoret, where he was yesterday, is a Jubilee stronghold. Now we're talking about the coast. In your opinion, is the coast a stronghold and for the opposition?
I think the media picks up these statistics from how the country voted from the last election. And so when you look at those statistics, then you do see that Mombasa, of course, all 5 counties from the coast region voted for Raila Odinga. And so that makes it, according to the statistics today, that it would be classified as a CORD area or a NASA area, opposition area. And so when you start seeing leaders from both divides starting to now go into these areas, then they're actually being nationalists, where you don't want to just balkanize the country, but then you're able to penetrate even your opponent's stronghold and go there and to speak, because there are people who will be willing to listen to you. And so one thing that we've heard from the NASA leadership is that the country cannot just be strongholds of certain people, that they're going to be making inroads into these areas. And so I think the media was right in kind of classifying certain areas to be strongholds of certain, aligned to either Jubilee or aligned to NASA because of the results of the last election.
What are you hoping to see in as far as that, if you like, nationalist kind of politics plays out? What are you hoping to see in terms of how leaders campaign, where they campaign, and the messages that they'll be selling to regions that perhaps in the last election did not vote for them?
Hoping to see something that probably played out in 2002. There seems to be a kind of disconnect between the people who have presented themselves for leadership, or a disconnect between the leaders and the people. There's this song, I think, by the youth, I can't quite bring up the name, but then this song that really hit in 2002, where the lyrics said, "Do you know me? Do I know you? If you don't know me, you can't relate to what I am saying. Then get the hell out of my face and sing it." I am unbreakable, I am unbeatable. Can a young person make money anymore? Can a young woman make money anymore? And that's what the Wananchi are asking. Can I make a living in this country anymore? And what are the people, what is the leadership going to do for me to make money? If you can't answer these questions for me, you don't even know me, so get the hell out of my face.
That's an interesting point. Suleiman, do you feel that kind of perhaps disenfranchisement as you go around campaigning, particularly from Mombasa, who unfortunately have been seen to fall into various ills, including be it drugs, be it radicalization, and just a general concern of a wasting away of the youth of a region that has great potential?
Absolutely. But number one, I want to comment on what she said. You know, facts change. And when facts change, reality changes. In 2002, the whole of Pwani was absolutely 100% Kano. By 2007, the facts had changed. Now, many friends are still holding on to the facts of 2007 and 2013. Numbers change. And Mombasa significantly is a microcosm of Kenya. So when Kenya changes, Mombasa changes as well. It doesn't stay the same. And you mentioned something about the youth. That's actually my biggest concern, because the majority of our youth, 65% of our youth are unemployed. And we have failed as a system to provide jobs and to give them hope. And it is imperative that a new narrative starts to happen, new ideas, new change in the way we approach the challenges of unemployment. Because unemployment ultimately leads to a loss of hope, ultimately leads to drugs, ultimately leads to radicalization, and many other of the social problems that we're facing across Mombasa. And this is why when I go down to the ground and I talk to the youth, they are the first to say that, you know, we've seen 4 wasted years. We hope another 5 years are not going to be wasted. Right. This is why I'm convinced that the people are ready for a change. It's coming from the youth. They are the ones driving this demand for change.
Let me hold that thought for us. We're going to be back with Cynthia and Suleiman a little later, but remember, we are live in various locations across the country. We are in Mombasa. Our Hassan Mugambi will be speaking to us shortly as we take an in-depth look at Mombasa and generally the coastal region and its politics. We are also in Nairobi, where we told you the Communications Authority is holding a stakeholders meeting with media and with bodies that are concerned with the electoral process. We'll be talking to them shortly. We are also in Nyeri, where we want to take you live now. We have seen the swearing in of its latest governor following the death of Nderitu Gachagua. Let's take a look at what's happening in Nyeri, and then we'll be crossing over to